Good morning, I'm Eliora, and this is UCSI TV News live from Kuala Lumpur. Our first story today focuses on Sunway Square Mall in Petaling Jaya, where a sudden policy change has sparked public attention. The shopping mall has reserved its pet-friendly policy following a directive from the Selangor state government, which reiterates that pets are not allowed inside shopping malls across the state. Let's take a closer look at what happened.
Sunway Square Mall in Petaling Jaya has reversed its pet-friendly policy after a directive from the Selangor state government reaffirmed that pets are not allowed inside shopping malls across the state. The mall initially opened with a pet-friendly concept, attracting attention from visitors who brought their animals into the indoor areas. However, the policy changed immediately after Selangor Local Government and Tourism Committee Chairman Dato' Ng Su Lim reaffirmed that pets are prohibited in shopping malls in the state. According to a statement shared on social media, Sunway Square Mall stated that this was made to ensure a safe, hygienic, and comfortable environment for all visitors. It added that pets are still welcome at the designated outdoor pet-friendly park, Square Playground at Sunway South Quay Lake, and are allowed to transit between the mall's car park at B3 and B4, and the outdoor zone with guidance from mall security. Sunway Square Mall thanked the public for their understanding and apologized for any inconvenience caused by the sudden policy change. The reversal has sparked public discussion, highlighting different views on pet-friendly spaces and local cultural norms in Malaysia. Ng had said the policy remains in force and would be reviewed to balance international practices with local sensitivities.
Up next, a new policy in Perak. The state government has announced a statewide ban on single-use plastic bags, effective on 1st March 2026. The ban will cover all physical retail outlets and protected all forests and major ecotourism sites. Authorities say the move aims to reduce plastic waste and encourage reusable alternatives. Let's take a closer look at the details.
Perak has decided to move forward with a statewide ban on single-use plastic bags beginning March 1, 2026. The decision was reached during a recent Perak State Executive Council meeting, which approved the full prohibition of providing and using disposable plastic bags throughout the state. Under the ruling, the ban will apply not only to physical retail outlets such as supermarkets, convenience stores, fast food restaurants, and pharmacies, but also to environmentally protected areas and major ecotourism destinations. These include Permanent Forest Reserve, Royal Balong State Park, Pulau Sembilan State Park, as well as the Lenggong and Kinta Valley Geoparks. State authorities said the 2-month postponement was intended to give business and the public additional time to adapt, while allowing traders to source suitable alternatives ahead of enforcement. The policy aims to strengthen environmental protection efforts by reducing plastic waste, particularly in conservation zones and high-traffic commercial areas. Businesses and consumers are expected to switch to reusable or environmentally friendly alternatives once the ban comes into force. Officials added that the enforcement guidelines and implementation details will be announced closer to the effective date.
Kutipan cas pencemaran plastik seterusnya menjadi asas kepada sasaran baru kerajaan negeri, iaitu melaksanakan larangan sepenuhnya, iaitu total ban pemberian beg plastik jinjit sekali guna di seluruh negeri Perak.
On our top story today, a new policy in Perak. We now go out to the streets to hear what the residents say.
Good morning, I'm Ewan. The Perak government has announced that they will enforce a statewide ban on single-use plastic carry bags starting from 1st of March 2026, covering the retail outlets and also the eco-tourism areas across the state. So before we begin, could you please introduce yourself?
Of course. My name is Jonas.
Why do you think Perak they decide to implement a full ban on single-use plastic bags?
I think it's to reduce plastic pollution around the state.
Why include ecotourism and also protected areas under this ban?
I believe those areas are protected for a reason, so maybe they are more sensitive, so they are the first targets.
So what is the impact that the state expecting once the ban is enforced?
Probably less litter around the state, so less plastic on the streets.
Why do you think they have postponed their enforcement starting from March 2026?
I think it's because to give some businesses leeway, some time to adapt to the new change.
What are the alternatives that shoppers and also retailers and they will start using, encourage to use of these single-use plastic bags?
I think they're encouraged to use recycle bags, or if not, the stores can give paper bags instead.
How will the enforcement to be carried out?
I think Perak might release some guidelines in the future stating, what to do.
So the Perak government has announced that they will announce the further details ahead with March 2026 as the business and also consumer need to prepare for the shift away from single-use plastic bags. Reporting live from event, back to you studio.
Turning to a festive travel for update for motorists nationwide, the government has announced a 50% toll discount in conjunction with Christmas. The discount will be offered on December 23rd and 24th, applying to Class 1st private vehicles nationwide and Class 2 vehicles on the Penang Bridge, excluding border toll plazas. Let's take a closer look at the details.
Malaysia will be offering toll relief for motorists in conjunction with the upcoming Christmas celebrations. Works Minister Datuk Seri Alexander Nantalinggi has announced that a 50% toll discount will be implemented nationwide on December 23rd and 24th, aimed at easing the financial burden of Malaysians traveling during the festive period. According to the minister, the discount is intended to support those returning to their hometowns or traveling for holiday purposes. The toll reduction will apply to Class 1 vehicles or private cars on all highways nationwide, as well as Class 2 vehicles traveling on the Penang Bridge. He added that the initiative is expected to ease traffic flow and promote safer travel during the holiday peak. However, the minister clarified that the toll discount will not apply to border toll plazas, including the Sultan Iskandar Building Toll Plaza in Johor on the North and South Expressway Plus, and the Tanjung Kopang Toll Plaza on the Malaysia and Singapore Second Link, Link Kedua. The government will bear the cost of compensating highway concessionaires for the toll reduction, ensuring that the measure does not affect highway operations or maintenance. The Christmas toll discount reflects the government's continued commitment to easing travel costs and supporting Malaysians during the festive seasons.
As we continue this morning, we turn our attention to a story that goes beyond the headlines. Today's first special report takes a closer look at Malaysia's education quota system, examining its history, its impacts on students, and the differing views across society. It's an in-depth piece that sheds light on what many may not see at first glance. Let's take a closer look.
I start to question if my hard work actually was worth it.
I cannot deny the fact that this system did help a lot of people to gain access to education.
Malaysia's education quota systems continues to spark debate. These systems began under the new economic policies in the 1970s. In 1970, Bumiputra students made up 54.2% of public university intake. By 2022, the figure had risen to 81.9%, exceeding the Bumiputra share of Malaysia's population, which stands at about 63.6%. Despite these figures, the systems continue to draw criticisms, with reports of top STPM scholars being denied places in their chosen programs.
I'm Joey Kong from UCSI TV News. In this special report, we examine Malaysia education's quota systems, hearing perspective from lawyers, lecturers, students, and the public.
Amber is one of many students whose education plan were affected by the quota system.
I achieved around like 9 A's for my SPM and also like CGPA of 3.99 for my foundation results. I think it's quite discouraging at first because I get a very good results for me, but then I still couldn't get into the university I wanted to.
Amber's experience reflects a broader reality faced by students from different backgrounds.
Some of them are quite sad, but they can't do anything about it.
One of my seniors in high school, he couldn't enroll into a university due to the quota being full.
I'm a straight A student during my SPM, but I got rejected for the first time.
Beyond personal experience, these stories raise a larger question: how do Malaysians view the quota systems itself?
If the framework is meritocracy, then of course it's clearly unfair. On the other hand, you could also argue that without this system, many Malay students would not be able to get in. I think there's one key impact. Some of them get places in other countries. So one long-term implication is a kind of brain drain.
There's not a lot of like other chances or like other talent which we haven't been found yet. We due to the limit of the quota system.
The issue is about whether the students actually feel they are being evaluated in a more transparent and consistent.
It's more towards unfair because it's not equal for all three races.
As opinions emerge, attention now turns to the future of the quota systems, whether it should be kept, removed or reformed.
I think it's impossible to remove it entirely, so maybe a kind of way would be to reform it. That means to slowly reduce the quota.
I feel like it should be kept, but in a sense of way that there are still some places where we can add in a few more fixes in it.
I think it should be reformed. It should maintain a certain level of academic.
The society changed, the time changed, and I think everything needs to be changed, including this system, to accommodate the current education system.
We should strive on asking more to remove this.
Some say the quota systems protects disadvantaged groups, while others argue it limits opportunity. The debate continues. I'm Joey Kong, UCSI TV News.
And from global developments, we now turn to travel and tourism, where long-term plans are already shaping the future. The Mexican Caribbean is setting its sights on a major tourism expansion by 2026 with new luxury hotels, improved international flight connections, and a calendar of global events designed to attract millions of visitors. Officials said the initiative aims to strengthen the economy, create jobs, and promote sustainable tourism across the region. Here's more on what travelers and the industry can expect in the years ahead.
Sun-drenched beaches and crystal-clear waters have long defined the Mexican Caribbean, but by 2026, the region plans to redefine the travel experience. Tourism authorities have unveiled ambitious plans that include dozens of new hotels and eco-friendly resorts across Cancun, Playa del Carmen, and Tulum, targeting both luxury travelers and families. A key focus of the strategy is expanded global connectivity. New direct flights from major cities in Europe, Asia, and South America are expected to make the region more accessible than ever before. Beyond leisure travel, the Mexican Caribbean is also preparing to host major international events, ranging from cultural festivals and music concerts to sport competitions and global business forums. Officials emphasize that sustainability remains central to the development plan. Project will prioritize renewable energy, environmental protection, and responsible tourism practices to preserve the region's natural beauty. Industry experts believe the expansion will generate thousands of new jobs, boost local businesses, and deliver long-term economic growth for surrounding communities. As the countdown to 2006 begins, the Mexican Caribbean is positioning itself not just as a holiday hotspot, but as one of the world's leading tourism destinations.
On December 20, a deadly attack occurred in a busy shopping district in Taipei. According to the police, a man carried out a violent attack using a knife and a smoke grenade. The incident took place in a public area where many people were shopping and spending time. As a result of the attack, 4 people lost their lives and several others were injured. The sudden violence caused panic among the public. Many people ran for safety, and the area was quickly evacuated.
The police responded immediately. They arrested the suspect at the scene. After investigations, the authorities confirmed that the attacker attacked alone and there was no evidence of terrorism or organized group involvement. The police also stated that the suspect may have had personal or mental health issues, but investigations are still ongoing.
然后大家那时候就站在那里，然后也不知道到底要怎么样，然后就有人说叫我们先往楼上跑，
就第一时间要求内政部、警政署就全国车站、铁公路的车站、捷运站、航空站提高所有的戒备。那么，在目前初步掌握嫌犯的特征底下，我们也希望民众。
In conclusion, the Taipei attacks remind us that even safe cities can face unexpected violence. It highlights the importance of quick emergency responses, public awareness, and mental health support to help prevent similar tragedies in the future.
Recently, U.S. leaders have emphasized the importance of working together with other countries to solve global problems. Instead of acting alone, the U.S. says they want to build partnerships and strengthen relationships, especially in areas such as security, trade, and diplomacy. One key focus of U.S. international policy is global security. The United States continues to support its allies, including NATO countries and Ukraine, by providing military and financial assistance. U.S. officials says this support is important to protect democracy and maintain global stability.
Foreign area is the relation in the Western Hemisphere, including Latin America. The U.S. has stated that it wants to cooperate with countries in the region to address issues like migration, economic development, and political stability, especially in countries facing crises such as Venezuela.
If you look at the 28-point peace plan, quote unquote, that the Russians and the United States co-presented before it was heavily edited by the Europeans in Geneva and Abu Dhabi and elsewhere in these ongoing negotiations, that seemed like a divorce plan toward the Europeans, which is to say that we want to bring Russia back into the fold of the great economies. By the way, none of this is new. None of these are new plans for the Trump administration. Donald Trump wanted Russia to rejoin the G7 to become the G8 in the first Trump administration. He's been eyeing, and by the way, the reindustrialization strategy makes an appearance in the national security strategy, that Russia become a massive market for American industrial goods so that there's a new kind of relationship there.
In Asia, the United States remain involved in maintaining peace and stability, particularly in the Indo-Pacific region. The U.S. has also reaffirmed its commitment to its partners while promoting freedom of navigation and regional cooperation.
As we continue this morning, we turn our attention to a story that goes beyond the headlines. Today's special report takes a closer look at the online shopping trends and habits of young Malaysians, exploring why digital platforms have become a part of their everyday lives and how promotions and convenience are changing the way they shop. Let's take a closer look.
Everyone, I'm Sian. Today we are focusing on the online shopping trends and habits of young Malaysians.
With major online sales like Black Fridays and the recent Double 12, online shopping has become a daily habit for many young Malaysians. But what are they buying? What drives their decisions? And does the convenience lead to the overspending?
To find it out, we spoke in industry insiders, students, and members of the public.
Shopee is one of Malaysia's leading e-commerce platforms. Today, we spoke to a Shopee employee to understand why online shopping is becoming more popular among the young Malaysians.
选择网购的原因可能是因为便利，也是因为价格。其实线上平台还有提供很多种付款的方式，比如说有那个 installment， 也就是分期付款，然后也有先买后付，或者是用 wallet。
We also asked how Shopee attracts young users through promotions and marketing strategies during the major sales events such as the recent Double 12.
Platform voucher， 比如讲 buy one free one， 或者是 min spend 1个5块，然后 discount 1个 10%、20%，或者是我们也有 free shipping voucher。
The impact of online shopping is clearly seen in daily life, with speedy parcel collection points showing it has become a routine for many young Malaysians. We asked university students how often they shop online, what they usually buy, and whether major sales events influence their spending.
You usually often do online shopping. It's about once a week, so I usually buy some skincare products, daily necessities, and also some clothes.
I shop online about once or twice a month. I usually buy electronics, accessories, and daily necessities.
We also asked what usually triggers the impulse purchase.
Usually happen during the flash sales or limited time offer. For example, during this Double 12 sales, I saw a pair of earphones on sales with free shipping and a very big discount for only a few hours. I did not plan to buy it at the first, but I was afraid the price would go up, so I buy it immediately.
Then we spoke to a working adult to understand how online shopping fits into the lifestyle of young professionals.
Although like online shopping is cheap, but sometimes I buy like intentionally, so my expenses is quite high if I buy unrationally during those sales in online shopping. Although those promotions look attractive, but many of the people will raise the price before the campaign, and then the price will be around the normal price during the sales. So it creates the illusions of people buying more during the sales.
While online shopping offers convenience and attractive promotions, it also increases the risk of impulse spending among young consumers.
As online shopping continues to shape young Malaysia's lifestyle, responsible spending matters more than ever. I'm Sian. Thank you for your watching.
Meta has announced the introduction of Instagram for TV, which allow users to watch reels from creators, friends, and family on big screen. Meta believes that these features allow users to enjoy their time with friends and family.
The Instagram for TV is now available on Amazon Fire TV devices in United States and will be expanded to more countries and devices in future. The users could install Instagram app on Amazon Fire TV and sign into their account or set up Instagram for TV through their mobile device in the settings and activity menu. Instagram states that it is available up to 5 accounts on Instagram for TV, so everyone in the same house can enjoy their personalized way to watch reels. Importantly, a new feature with creating separate Instagram account that was not linked to on profile also available. Users could enjoy the experience of watching reels without scrolling for the next. Yet, the users worry about the safety and content standards do not exist because the content standards suitable for broad audience apply. It also includes limiting access and time spent on Instagram TV for the teenagers while remain the reminders for the limits and sleep mode.
South Korea comedian Park Na-rae is facing intensified scrutiny as authorities move forward with investigations into allegations raised by former staff. The Korea Entertainment Association has expressed a strong regret and urged investigation by authorities into Park Na-rae.
According to the latest report by Beast Chosun, the case has now been referred to police following the complaints of alleged workplace abuse, labor law violations, and improper business practices. The former managers claim they are subjected to unfair treatment and employment protections were not provided. The controversy further expanded to personal disputes, and authorities are reviewing whether her business operations follow the entertainment management regulations, including the registration and financial management. Her company agency has denied wrongdoing and stated the allegations were exaggerated, and they will provide full cooperation with the investigation. Park Na-rae has stepped down from several TV shows due to the ongoing controversy, such as I Live Alone, that she has been a long-time cast member, Where Is My Home, and Amazing Saturday, as the investigation is still ongoing.
Christo Popov delivered a stunning performance at the HSBC BWF World Tour Finals 2025. overpowering Asia's top contender Shi Yuqi to claim the men's single title in Hangzhou. The Frenchman's history marked a very rare breakthrough against Asian dominance on badminton's biggest stage. In the women's singles final, South Korea An Sen-young underlined her supremacy by defeating Wang Ziyi, sealing another major title in a commanding season.
At the 2025 HSBC BWF Tour Finals in Hangzhou, French Christophe Popov stunned Asia by outplaying China's Shi Yuqi to claim the men's singles crown, while South Korea's An Se-young battle passed Wang Ziyi in the women's singles final. In doubles action, South Korean duo Kim Won-ho and Seo Seong-jae secured the men's doubles title over Liang Wei-king and Wang Chang. In compatriots, Baek Hana and Lee So-hee captured the women's doubles crown against Yuki Fukushima and Mayu Matsumoto. China's Feng Yanzhe and Huang Dongping topped mixed doubles, defeating Jiang Zhenbang and Wei Yaxing to round out the final.
Idea. And look at the delight from one with this World Tour Finals title.
Malaysia wrapped up its 2025 SEA Games campaign on a high note as the curtains fell on the regional sporting showpiece, achieving its targeted 200-medal haul. The milestone reflected strong performances across multiple disciplines, highlighting depth, resilience, and steady progress within the national setup. As the Games concluded, Malaysia's athletes delivered moments of pride and promise, reinforcing optimism ahead of future international competitions.
Malaysia concluded the 2025 Southeast Asian Games with a strong performance, claiming a total of 231 medals, 57 gold, 57 silver, and 117 bronze, and securing 4th place overall in the medal standings. The national athletes excelled across a wide range of disciplines, including badminton, athletics, swimming, and martial arts, demonstrating their skill, determination, and teamwork. The delegation not only met but exceeded expectations, leaving a lasting impression on the regional sporting stage. Thailand dominated the games, capturing the overall championship with an impressive 499 medals, highlighting their continued strength in Southeast Asian sports. The closing ceremony in Bangkok celebrated all athletes' achievements, marking the end of an exciting and highly competitive event. Malaysia departs with pride and renewed optimism for future competitions.
Before we wrap up this morning's bulletin, let's take a closer look at the latest weather conditions across the country. We'll be checking on in Kuala Lumpur, Penang, Johor Bahru, Kuching, and Kota Kinabalu to see what you can expect as you head out for the day. From possible sunshine to possible showers, here's your full weather outlook. Welcome to today's weather update. We're here to give you a quick highlights of the weather in 5 major cities across the country so you can plan your day with ease. Kuala Lumpur will stay mostly cloudy throughout the day. Thunderstorms are expected later in the evening, so commuters heading home should be prepared for wet conditions. In Penang, the afternoon will see hazy sunshine. Light showers are expected later at night, but daytime conditions remain fairly stable. Johor Bahru will stay mostly cloudy throughout the day. Thunderstorms may develop in the early afternoon, followed by cloudy conditions with some sunny breaks later on. Kuching will experience several rounds of thunderstorms today, mainly in the morning and again in the afternoon. Residents are advised to stay alert for sudden heavy rain. In Kota Kinabalu, the morning brings intermittent clouds. Thunderstorms are likely to develop in the afternoon, which may affect outdoor activities. Thank you for watching. This has been your morning update. I'm Eliora Angel on UCSI TV News, signing out.